Hi guys, for those of you that were not here on Friday for our science lesson, I wanted to show you this short video. It's not really anything you can do because what we did in class was an experiment, but I want you to see what we did so that when we get back next week, you'll kind of be caught up and know at least the process that we followed. So the first thing that we did was came up with a ugly drawing. This is my ugly drawing of an electromagnet as a review. So here's the battery. Here's the switch that opens and closes the circuit, and then here's the actual magnet, the rivets and the wire wrapped around it. So we kind of reviewed how that worked, but then we talked about what possible things might make an electromagnet more stronger, more magnetic, be able to pick up more paper clips in this case that we were experimenting with. And so we kind of brainstormed for a while, and we had already known if we wind it up more, wind it up less, that affects how strong it can be. Other suggestions from your classmates were adding more batteries or adding stronger batteries. Potentially the thickness of the wire was something that would make it stronger or weaker. Somebody had suggested not having any insulation around the wire that's wrapped around the rivet. If we didn't have a switch at all, so which wouldn't really make an electromagnet because we couldn't turn it off at that point, I guess, unless we disconnected from the battery, or different materials for the core, and then finally a thicker core. So we came up with all these things that maybe would have changed the outcome, and then different groups selected one of those things to test. So they set up their own regular electromagnet and saw how many paper clips it would pick up, and then they changed their design. Most groups decided to go with more batteries and see how that would affect the outcome. One group decided to change the core to paper core, so something kind of like that. So essentially they were deciding or just experimenting with what would change the outcome of an electromagnet, how strong it was based on these different variables. So that's as far as we got. Everybody collected their data, but then time ran out as the end of the day. So when we get back in school on Wednesday, we're really going to review the results of that and see what affected it and what did not. So I'm hoping this short video kind of gets you caught up to speed. I know you didn't get a chance to do those experiments, but you can kind of pretend that you were in one of those groups that was. God's blessings on your weekend.